Three actors, one mistaken identity, and a whole lot of exaggerated hip thrusting. This week, we're going all the way back to 1986 for Three Amigos, starring Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short in an old Western adventure where the bullets are real and the cluelessness is even realer. Does this classic comedy still make us laugh, or is it a plethora of disappointment? Saddle up, amigos!
Flick flops, retro rewind, going back to a better time, when the movies with your honey didn't cost so much damn money. Flick flops, retro rewind.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, as the British would say, the critics have this sitting at 45, Gary, and the audience has this at over 100,000 ratings on this, Gary. 67% with the audience. So, it's not crushing it. It's aight, as the kids
we're talking about an old movie that people have come back and commented on. These are all ratings well past the freshness date on this film. So,
well, yeah, and yeah.
And there's something to be said about going back and looking at movies. And we don't give ratings for our retro ones. We just kind of talk about it and whether we enjoyed it or not. I will say, for me, right off the bat, I think I only saw this one time back when it came out. This was not one of those ones that I saw a whole lot.
I never saw it. Oh, this was my first time. This is unseen screen for me.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
When we talked about it, and I was like, Three Amigos, I kept going through my memory banks. I'm like, I don't think I've ever. And as I'm watching, I'm like, I've never seen this movie ever.
Yeah.
So there you go. For what it's worth. I mean, again, it's not like I worked in a video store and could have seen it for free. But yeah. I mean, fascinating. This was directed by what? Landis.
John Landis.
I mean, this is set up to be massively successful. I'll say this: I didn't love this movie. And it might be because of the time. I didn't hate it. It was good. It had some very funny moments. I find that I truly enjoy Martin Short. I think he's just. I think we as society have overlooked him for so long. He's always been there. I mean, not like people don't know who he is. I'm not saying that, but he's probably overshadowed by Steve Martin and Chevy Chase. I was like, I think he's probably one of the best actors out there for comedy. And of course, I love the recent Only Murders in This Building with these two guys. I mean, I think they're a fantastic team. So for whatever that's worth, but there were some moments that were very funny. These guys are idiots. They play it very well.
Real quick, I'll say that's a good observation on Martin Short, because when I watched this, I remember when I saw it before that Martin Short was my least favorite character out of this. Now, granted, you're going back to 87, probably when I saw it, maybe 86 when it came out, probably 87 would be my guess. Because I was a Steve Martin fan and definitely a Chevy Chase fan at the time.
Absolutely.
So for me, it was kind of like definitely overlooked. And upon rewatching, he does stand out. He is a lot funnier in it than I remember. Yeah. And that being said, I mean, there was a few quotes from this movie that I remembered. So it wasn't like it didn't stick with me to some degree. Yeah. But a lot of the action and the stuff that happens in it, I did not recall. So to me, it was almost watching it over again, not really remembering the beats of the story, not remembering how the resolution is on it or anything. And I'm with you. I mean, not a hilarious movie, but some very, very funny parts in it. And I think it stands up. It's not a movie that I'm going to watch again anytime soon, but if I want to see these three guys together, or even just seeing, because Steve Martin and Martin Short have done a lot of stuff together, just seeing those two together again, it's a good movie for that too. They've got some really, really good moments in it.
Well, I mean, look, the premise is insane. It's stupid.
Silly, very silly.
But that's the gist of these films. I mean, it's not meant to be high art, and it's not, and it delivers again, echoing what I said about other movies we've reviewed. It delivers what it says it's going to deliver. It's a funny little film, not hysterically funny, but I'm of the what I think are great comedies. I'm looking at Animal House and Caddyshack, those types of films. So when I have those as my top tier, this one just falls down. Just doesn't compare to those. But like you said, there are moments where I found myself just laughing out loud. I'm like, that like the song they do is hysterical.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's the saving grace of the film. And the fact that, like, when it comes to the realization that they're using, like, they don't get that they're not in a play.
Right.
When that hits, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because they sell it so well that there are these brought in to save the city. They're going to get paid all this money. It's like, okay.
I will say, as far as the plot line, it's got that, it's reminiscent of a lot of the sitcoms that you'd see back in the 80s. It's like a sitcom setup. It's the mistake of, I got to shorten the telegraph that I'm sending, so I'm just going to put shorten everything because I can't say the full thing I want to say. And then it's a mix up on the other end, and then the entire thing plays out as a result of that. It's totally like a sitcom thing. I mean, you can see that being a Three's Company like episode.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally silly. Written by Steve Martin, Lorne Michaels, and Randy Newman, apparently.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels has his toe in it.
Right.
But I mean, I guess the thing I'm looking at is like right now I'm looking over like Landis's career, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a guy who's let's go. He did Kentucky Fried Movie, he did Animal House, he did The Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London, of course the Thriller video, Trading Places, Twilight Zone the movie, skip Spies Like Us. I thought the movie sucked. Clue, Coming to America. He's got a pretty good pedigree, but then he's got crap, and you're like, I think this guy's so hit or miss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he does some stuff that you're like, what are you like? You're a known director. Why are you doing these things? I don't know. What do I know? I mean, I'm a guy sitting in a basement in Nashville. How do I know? Judging people.
Trying to
line bad choices in my life. Your guy
sitting in a basement in Nashville trying to line up your head under a sombrero.
And yeah, I mean, to me, that's highlight of my day. I'm like, look at me.
I was trying to get back far enough, but I don't think I can.
But I think this is one of those films I think a lot of our friends are going to say, oh, this is one of my favorite films. I love this movie back in the... Good on you. I mean, look, I loved a movie called Bestseller. Then I rewatched. I was like, God, this movie's crap. I loved it back in the day. I mean, I would have argued it with anybody over how great the movie Billy Jack is. Go watch it again. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for the people in that movie.
Yeah, I want to thank you for that. Was a pre-Flick Flops viewing that you got. In fact, that might have been one of the genesis of this idea.
We got to talk. Get online. Yes. We're talking. So we all have favorites, and we have films that make us harken back to like memories, and that's fine and that's great. And if you like this movie, good. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just like, meh, it was okay. I'd rather watch Animal House or Blues Brothers if I'm watching a Landis comedy. Personally,
now what's funny about that. Now you made that statement. I don't know that I've seen all of Blues Brothers.
We've talked about that, which surprises me with you. I thought you were in that wheelhouse with us, and you're like, yeah, I never saw that whole movie. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Animal House is one I saw, but I saw it much later, and I probably feel the way about that one as you did this one. Just didn't do it.
And that's the thing. I think I'm holding on to the memory of my brother and I watching Animal House all the time. I remember when I was that young, my brother was a huge influence on my film watching because, he was bigger than me and he was going to make the decision. So we watched Animal House over and Caddyshack over and over. And, to a point where you could repeat the lines. if I watched it again now, I might go, that movie's kind of dumb now when I think about it. It's like trying to say Porky's was a good movie. It's like, was it?
Was it?
If that's your, if that's
I think I know why you like that movie.
if that's your high mark, then anyway.
So I got a note on here. It's some interesting details about the movie. So
go. Oh, I have one too. If you don't bring it up, so I'm listening for a second. I want you to talk about.
The film parodies old Hollywood westerns, leaning in the comedic styles. We know that. We've kind of talked a little bit about that. The script underwent multiple rewrites, and at one point, Steven Spielberg was interested in directing Bill Murray and Robin Williams in leading roles.
Wow!
Final version delivered a mix of absurdity and charm, from talking turtles to the infamous misunderstanding.
That would have been a really different film.
Yeah. And it says it received mixed reviews upon release, but it's become kind of a cult favorite at this point, with many fans celebrating quotable lines like the "Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas?" and musical interludes and the whimsical My Little Buttercup scene. So anyway, that's my basic.
I mean, again, the song is great. I mean, the other thing too you forget about, and I didn't hear you bring it up. So Joe Mantegna's in it, which is awesome.
Oh yeah,
but John Lovitz
and Phil Hartman,
right? So
yeah, that
was a real, for me, because I love Phil Hartman and I miss him dearly. That was a great surprise. I was like, oh my god! He's like, listen, you know, and he's because they do that old timey talk, which I just get such a kick out of.
I know, me too.
I mean, sad to say, but I walk around my house sometimes talking old timey to see if I can get the rhythm down, just for my own entertainment.
Yeah,
you know, Teresa will laugh at me because I'm like, "Hey, Dollface, take a memo. I want a Diet Coke over ice, not a lot of ice, just a couple of cubes." And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm working." And then I think, why am I working on an impersonation? Because the guys I work with are not going to be impressed that I could do 1920s guy.
It was funny the other day. I was going through watching old movies or something, just trying to find something entertaining to watch. And the Maltese Falcon I have on our in our library, and I was like, I've never seen that. I don't think I've actually watched a Humphrey Bogart film.
Yeah, sweetheart.
And I put it on, and I got bored really quick. By the way,
oh really?
I actually quit watching it because I got a little bored. But Tara at one point did say, "Why did they talk like that?" I was like, I don't know. Listen here. It's like,
oh shit, I was drinking something. That's great.
Seriously, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, because you try to picture, did people actually talk like that back then?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, so everybody is that based?
Hey, how's it going there, pal?
Hey, how you doing? You heading to work? Good time. Tell your wife I said hi. Hey, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, tell your mother I said hi. How you doing? Going downtown to go to those fancy new ice cream cones and a waffle cone.
I just don't get it, man. So I don't know.
Have you seen the new horseless carriage, Gary?
It's taking the world by storm.
By storm, I tell you.
Oh, shoot, dude.
I think it's a passing fad. The automobile. Whatever.
Nobody's going to buy one of those.
Give me a horse. Next thing you talk about electric cars. Come on. They'll blow up in your face. Wow. That's great.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's all I got.
Happened.
We could do this rest of the night, and there's no reason to.
And what's it have to do with Three Amigos?
Not a thing.
We spent more few minutes.
We spent more time talking about John Lovitz and Phil Hartman doing 22 Skidoo.
And John Lovitz fits that perfect for some reason. He seems like he's from that time period.
I think he's somebody who walks around practicing that voice.
He might.
He was acting.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. Let us know what you thought about Three Amigos.
Yeah.
How's it rank in your library? Is it high up there in your comedies? Low? What do you think? Is Martin Short the gem?
Yes.
We've all overlooked all of this time.
I think so.
Could be.
Watch some Jiminy Glick and get back to me on that.
Yeah, or some Ed Grimley.
Oh, I do say.
Comments below. Say bye, Andy.
Bye, Andy. Bye.
are at it again, hoping to plaster your face with a grin. We're taking it back to a good old time when Hollywood had hit their stride. We're talking about nostalgic flicks, and we're hoping to get some like button clicks. Flick flops, retro rewind, going back to a better time when the movies with your honey didn't cost so much damn money. Flick flops, retro rewind.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.